not only can we use goals and objectives and the tools we associate with that for the companies we work in, but we can also use them for our personal life. So, a couple of slides discussing how we can go from a company scorecard to a personal scorecard. So, if we use this tool, we can call it the balance scorecard. And if you remember from earlier conversations, these scorecards are linking the vision and mission into the functional areas of an organization so that we can come up with tangibles that we can act upon so that we can execute the mission and vision. So these scorecards basically make our visions and missions actionable. That's what they do. So we probably, hopefully, maybe have some visions and missions for our personal lives. What do we want to achieve and what do we want to become before we say goodbye, right? So that's what this is. The balance scorecard can be translated into your individual scorecard, and that can help you achieve both in your personal as well as your professional arenas the goals and objectives you have there. So clearly, a company scorecard starts with the vision and mission. Then we have those goals, and you remember from earlier that these are broad, general statements. And then we have the objectives, which are the more specific measurables that lead into the goals and make the goals happen. We have metrics and tactical activities that are the actions and measures that keep us on track. That's the control function here. The goals in the parentheses here in the second bullet point fall into financial, internal processes, customer, as well as learning and growth domains. And that's from the earlier conversation on the business scorecard, the balanced scorecard. So let's jump into it. What are your visions and missions? Bottom 3 bullet points on this page poses some questions. There's a lot of other questions that can help you with this. And here are some more specifics. So as we already said, the four dimensions of a scorecard tend to be finance, customer, business processes, and learning and growth. So for your personal scorecard, let's look at that. Your financial domain would capture the need you have and the aspirations you have about money in your life. And also considering the financial obligations that you might have towards yourself or towards other people. Are you a caretaker of somebody else? So what are those financial obligations? We can look at ST versus LT, meaning short-term versus long-term. And so we might, in the short term, be making decisions such as getting that Starbucks coffee or spending some money on a movie ticket, versus long term, which is more of the retirement and making sure that we have stability throughout life. And so those are things to consider. For the customer dimensions, those are your friendships, family and friends, the ones that you have, maintaining those relationships, as well as finding new ones. Internal business processes. How do you meet your goals in life? Do you practice time management? Do you practice meditation and focus? How are you putting structure around your time and your skills and your tasks so that you can meet the goals that you have? Learning and growth refer to your skills, abilities, and aims with regard to your personal as well as your professional learning and growth. We know that you have to keep doing this for the rest of your life in one form or another, because learning is continuous, and the workplace today actually requires us to continuously update our skills, abilities, and knowledge. And so how do you make that happen? So setting SMART goals with your vision and mission in mind. Last couple of slides. So vision and mission are the top two here. So what is your vision for life? This is going to be your long-term vision for what you want to accomplish and what you aspire to become. The mission is sort of who you are and what you're doing right now. And a lot of the time, we're in a culture of business, We try to accumulate a lot of wealth. You know, this is our for-profit mantra from the markets. But there's many other things that are important in life. Family, making sure we live our values, making sure we contribute to society. So what is your mission? Who are you and what are you doing? Then we jump into our SMART goals, which could be called SMART objectives. They're specific, measurable, aggressive, or attainable. They're realistic and they're time bound. So a specific objective we know has a greater chance of becoming accomplished, of being done, than a general one. So to help us with that, we have 6 W questions. Who, what, where, when, which, and why. So if you answer these 6 W questions, who, what, where, when, which, why, you are more likely to set a specific objective that's going to help you be successful. So whenever you start writing down your goals, answer these 6 W questions. Measurable. You have to quantify the goals. There has to be some counting going on. So quantifying goals allows you to track your accomplishments over time, and it also helps reduce stress because we're checking things off, we're measuring things, and so that helps us manage our stress levels. Aggressive, sometimes this is called attainable. Having a more challenging goal than an easier goal will help you be more successful, because we do try to meet our goals and accomplish our goals, and if they're a little bit harder, a little bit tougher, a little bit higher, then you accomplish more, right? So for instance, creating an aggressive educational goal is likely to lead to higher performance in college than minimal goals. So see if you can set a little bit of a higher goal for yourself there, and for any goal that you set. Time bound. Time management is very difficult, especially with all of the screens that we have around us constantly and everything that is asking for our, or that is distracting us, I should say. And so if we can set something up that helps us not procrastinate, setting deadlines, that might help quite a bit with also achieving our goals. And lastly, are they realistic? So what are we looking to land in terms of a job, position, what kind of career, what kind of a company? Are those really realistic goals that you have for the job market, given the skills, knowledge, and abilities that you have? And so making sure that you assess accordingly and make sure that you're realistic. You want to be optimistic, but also realistic. And you have a much greater chance of achieving your goal. So be smart. Set vision and mission and goals for yourself and go out there and kick butt. Good luck with everything. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.